Greetings, guys. Power Rangers Megaforce episode 9, which is Prince Takes Night. So yeah, apparently, Vrak and Malco are discussing about how this new threat to them, which is Robo Knight, is causing some problems with dealing with their empire and stuff. So they decided that, hey, why don't we try to reprogram him to work for us? We'll have a new ally, and we'll have, some control over the wrench technology and how they how efficient they are, and destroy them from the inside. Is that's what he's trying to say. And then what happens is that we learn that Vrak actually does, the forms he has, where he goes back and forth from the War Star to the Yumaju forms. For the Sentai version, he actually can go back and forth with those forms in Megaforce, and he's playing both sides, which is actually good in the American version, because in the Japanese version, he would just, end up on one team, the one team would be destroyed, then he goes to another one, now he gets destroyed, and then he gets up another one. He's actually on both sides, so he can play a double agent on both sides. He can be like, oh, I'm helping y'all out, but I'm secretly helping him out as well. It's that type of situation, and I like it. It's really good. So he calls upon one of his monsters to attack catch Robo Knight. This is actually one of the most surprising monsters of this episode, because it's also confusing, because people, we all know that in Ghost Sager he's actually a monster that's working for the Yumaju, but in this episode he's actually working for Vrak / War Star. He's like, he's a mixture of both a tick and, like, I guess you could say a turtle or a kappa, I guess you could say, because of how he looks. He looks like an insect, both insect and beast, or mutant, you should say, because we can't really tell. And he has to have, like, one of the most misheard names ever in PR. His name is Psycho Tick. Most people are gonna be like, did he just say Psycho Dick? No. His name is Psycho Tick. I know it probably sounds like he's about to say Psycho Dick, but when I first heard it, I was like, his name is Psycho Dick? Like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, his name is Psycho Tick. Oh, I was like, Psycho Tick, not Dick. I was like, oh, sorry. Anyway, so this monster has the ability to basically steal energy, which only causes a minor inconvenience to the, to the citizens of, whatever town they're in or whatever, people of the city. And it's like, the monster could do a little more damage besides taking away people's energies and stuff. It's like a minor inconvenience to everybody else. He's not actually destroying anything. He's just, there just to, do stuff. I mean, I really don't see any people, like, actually run away from him or whatever. But I think the first time I saw this, I think people started running away from him when the Range started showing up. That's the only time. And they proceeded to fire at him. And then Robo Knight shows up. And he basically Psycho Tick activates one of his little ticks to go around attacking people and stuff. And Robo Knight just doesn't care. He moves out of the way, but people are behind him, and so he just kind of just doesn't care. He's just like, oops, my bad. And then the Rangers proceed to protect the people who are getting attacked by them. And he's like, Robo Knight, man, what the fuck? Are you supposed to, help these guys out? They're, you can't keep, dodging and not taking the hits, because, people are going to get hurt if you keep, reacting. And he's like, I don't give a fuck. And he didn't say it like that. He's like, I don't care. Like, that's, I'm only here to destroy the monster. That's my only goal, and blah, blah, blah. And so, Vrak shows up, and somehow Robo Knight gets captured. He gets captured or whatever when his vessels are lost. And he gets teleported to this cage where every time that Robo Knight would try to struggle, the tick that's up top of the cage absorbs his energy, and it's shown that it's depleting his energy and stuff like that, because they actually have the little bar that has the percentage of energy he has on his phone, which doesn't happen in the Japanese version, but it's still a little different. But it's still somewhat the same. They're trying to corrupt Robo Knight to become more, evil and stuff. And then the Rangers fight Unmorphed, try to save him and stuff. And then Short finds him. They fight and they fight. He fights both. He fights not Psychotech. No, the real confusing thing about this episode was that the fact that like it took them that long to find Robo Knight when they didn't use any type of teleportation or whatever, and Vrak gave instructions to stall the Rangers, and he didn't do that. Like, he just teleported back to tell Vrak, hey, the Rangers, are on their way. And he's like, I told you to stall them. Like, why you come back? Like, you dumbass. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, okay, how did he get there? And Troy gets there before the other Rangers do, and then they end up showing up later on. It would just make no sense. And they defeat the monster, tell him, hey, bad guys, we're good guys. And he gets new Zords. He forms his own Megazord and destroys the monster, and that's it. He learns a lesson about being human or whatever. Episode was okay. It wasn't too bad. Few errors here and there, but it was decent. My next review is going to be the episode Man and Machine. Peace, sayonara, and I'm out.